and whatnot, we came up with the fire department gave me a contract to sign for $101,000. I informed the mayor at that time it would never fly, and it didn't. We worked collectively. I got a hold of the mayor today, offered him $75,000, and that didn't fly either. So, with a lot of ins and outs, hem and haw and whatnot, I got some feelings on it. It's insurance for your property, you're going to pay some kind of insurance anyways. So anyways, I told him I wouldn't sign it. He told the media that they had offered us a 3-year contract. That's not so. It's a 1-year contract. He also offered to take us down $1,000 to $100,000. Irregardless, I've heard pros and cons, and there's nobody here at this point in time to talk about the fire district. There's a lot of apprehension about this fire district. I talked that over with him too, about the possibility of it being a runaway freight train. I don't have a grasp of it. I'm not going to pretend to have a grasp of it. I know we're going to try to pursue it again, and we got to be more informative for the public. But anyways, I think we'd be best. This is not part of our budget, but we have to pay this. We'd be best to pay $100,000 and get it over with. And that's my opinion. Can we squeeze them for less? I don't know. I don't know. I offered him $80,000 that we gave him last year, and it's not an option. The only option we have on this fire contract, we can go ahead with our budget right now. The fire contract, according to the girl I talked to in Albany today, has got to be in place by Sunday, the 20th. However, when you read the payments on it, you don't start making payments on it until next March. I don't, it doesn't jive with me, but it's part of our process. Leanne, do you know if that's part of our process? That I know you have to have it to send the tax reports in.
We have to hit it. It's got to be in back 5 days after we adopt it. This budget.
That could be what she's talking about then when I talked to the girl from the fire contract as well, correct?
Yeah, because that's in the budget.
The only thing I can suggest we do is meet with their board and sit down and explain your differences. I don't know that's going to change a thing. I really don't. So based on that, in my opinion, we'll give them $100,000 and be that as it may. And that's my opinion.
What about next year?
I told him, again, I told him that's $100,000 to stay $100,000. Not, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Was you told me, I think when we talked earlier today, it'll be $125,000 next year. I told him, and maybe I'm remiss for not coming forward and saying this is how it should be. Well, today I said, don't come back and ask us for another 25. I don't care next year. Anything, take it and run. Work your system with that. That's what I told him today. So I think you could do $100,000 and get away with it, and leave it. Comments?
It's the exact same thing we've done every time. As soon as it turned from the firemen coming and telling us what they needed to the mayor of the village coming and saying, this is what you're going to pay, it has not changed at all.
I know that. I know that, and I get it. I don't fully
This is
understand
the exact same thing.
Do you think we can get a meeting with them?
Absolutely.
2 days, 3 days?
I would think so.
The only one you'd have to talk to is the mayor because he's the one doing all the talking for everybody on that side.
He said, meet with everybody.
But the mayor's the only one that's doing it. It's his decision. He's the negotiator.
Yeah, he also indicated that he thought that I had the right to sign a contract And I've gone through the logbook and through it and through it and through it. I can't find no such thing, nor do I entertain that. I mean, I've got to please you people so that you work with me. So based on that, I'm not, was he hinting maybe at me signing a contract? I don't know.
Yes, he probably was, because that's what was done to me.
Oh, well, I said, no, I won't sign it. I won't sign it without your blessings. So, with that having been said, again, we didn't talk about the fire district. We're going to talk about the fire district, but again, there's been some expressions, some concerns with three of you that, you know, down the road, and I can't, everything we're doing tonight, today, goes down the road, is ahead of us. When we're putting caps on insurances, when we're changing, we're making resolutions, that's not just for us now, that's for down the road. And this is why I've said, again, what we do here is gonna remain down the road. And like I told him, I did tell him, I might be able to sell $100,000, but I says, you're not gonna, don't come back to me next year and say it's 120. But he is, at the risk of making a legal issue out of it, he's not gonna take 80, I tried the 80,000 and it wouldn't. Well, I tried the 75 and he almost fell off the chair. But
Worth a shot.
it was, absolutely, I told him that. Well, actually, I got the printing that says, do we need to change this? And I called my attorneys in Albany, and they says, you can't just change that contract with your own writing. I don't know why, but she also gave me some guidance into the fact that if you didn't have fire protection outside the village of Canisteo, you would have fire protection, but it would be, if you're up Greenwood Way, it'd be Greenwood, if you're down Cameron Way, it'd be Cameron, and they would have to come under the auspices of mutual aid, and they would call Canisteo for mutual aid. The problem with that is, as far as I'm concerned, that hurts the response. If you got somebody, if you've got a problem and they got to call Greenwood, that's not good. It's not a good setup. It just is not. And I don't want to shoulder their responsibility, and I don't want to be blamed for that. I'm just trying to say that. But we could meet between now and. I would tell him it's got to be done by Friday, so you got the business day Friday to send this stuff in.
So Thursday evening.
Wednesday or Thursday, yes. Or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, I don't care.